Okay, hopefully folks can hear me. I am live. And you can't see me because I have made myself covered up. So, I just wanted to remind everybody, let me check my audio real quick. I just wanted to let everybody know that a resource that I used back when all the layoffs were going off, there's a resource called LayoffFYI. Let me see if I can pull that. You see, you can't really see me because I'm within. Here, I'll make myself smaller. Hi, I'm smaller again. So let's see. Let me pull my tab over here, because this is a resource that I use occasionally whenever I hear of layoffs, and it's actually community driven. It's folks that have been laid off will add their name to these lists, and it can be very helpful, not only from a recruiter perspective, but also from the job seeker perspective, because you can see the number of layoffs that are happening. You can go to these lists, which most of them are Google Docs or on Airtable. That one looks like it's hidden. But okay, so this list in particular tells me what their name is, what their title is, the location. In this case, anybody who's hiring in Germany, definitely look these people up. You've got links here, you've got emails here. It's actually a great way to give back to people that are looking. So that's one of the reasons I like utilizing this and using this. So yeah, so definitely use this if you can, and help people if you can. And some of the other things that is cool about this is it'll tell you what companies are laying off. As you can see, there's not a ton right now, which I think that's a good sign. Back in 2000, well, no, it looks like there's it just partially weird, but so you can see. I'm not sure why the date's not showing up. Maybe there's something wrong with this Airtable, but give you perspective on what's going on right now. So back in April 2020, May 2020, I mean, look how many layoffs there were, and this graph tells you, hey, they're going up, but it's not nearly as bad. So that's hopeful. I see that as not a terrible sign, but again, if you're looking to help people that have been recently laid off, here's a list of companies. There's companies with layoffs, which again, the Airtable looks like it's broken a little bit. But this is where I spend my time. I spend my time like with Klarna. That's a recent one, and you can see. I mean, there are, everybody has heard about like Robinhood and Better.com, Carvana. These are all pretty recent, unfortunately. But again, you can go through here. You can see their LinkedIn URLs, their emails. Help these people out as much as possible. We all need to help each other in this world, especially after all the sad stuff that's happened this week. So I'm always looking for ways to give back and help people. This is a great way to do it, because again, these people are adding their names and their emails to these lists because they're looking for help. So it's called layoffs.fyi, one of my go-to resources to find people that might be looking for help. They're obviously going to be more open to talking to you, and I've helped a lot of people this way. So definitely check that out. What else I need to do today is look for data architects. I've already looked through a lot of my go-to resources, so I wanted to just check some other places. Maybe GitHub. Basically, I'm looking for data architects that work with stuff like Hadoop. Also some of the cloud technologies, integrations, migrations to cloud technology. So and I should be looking at the chat to see if anybody has anything for me. So let me know if the music's too loud. I can always adjust it. And yeah, so if I was to put in, I don't know if Hadoop would be a language. Okay. Last I did. So GitHub is one place you can go, but GitHub can be more difficult to search, and it's more hit or miss. You might be in a Hadoop repository. You just look for a Hadoop. Like big data technologies. Here we go. Got big data, Spark, big data. Okay, let me do a little bit. This is a little bit better. I've used this before. All right, this might be worth looking through. Just a different set of names is always good. I should have used Instant Data Scraper. So always use Instant Data Scraper first. Does it get me their? It's bigger. So gets me the follower link, the gist link. I don't know what. But the thing it's not getting me is the homepage. This is where custom builds come into play. Because I want to say I built something like this for Octohunt. Oh, look at that. I got a public recipe for everybody. We got their name. Okay, so I can pull their homepage. So I want this one. I forgot what. I got all of them here. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I've got that on my desktop. We'll go through that later. So where did it go? Oh, it's right here. Okay. All right, so Octohunt is a place that you can go to search GitHub in a free and easy way, because I have found there's been some issues with that in the past. And here's the thing that I just scraped. And again, what I'm looking for is not only the GitHub link, because I can go through here and find all their emails if I need to. But I'm also looking for their homepage, because homepage would lead you directly to their contact information, or in this case, there's some folks with LinkedIn. So if I just was to go in and look all these up, let me see if I could use another tool. Not break the internet. Maybe I will break the internet. Breaking the internet won't be so bad, right? Where is my URL opener? Here we go. This is my multiple URL opener. And I might totally crash my computer. But you can open up all these URLs at once, just go through them really quickly. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to do, let's just do 5. I'll do this later. And you can see it's opening up their profiles. So far I've used Instant Data Scraper, I've used Data Miner, I've already had a pre-built recipe. I've used Octohunt, I've used GitHub, and I've used Open URL Opener, because I can see, okay, direct email. By the way, I'm signed into GitHub. GitHub is another thing that I've used. I don't have his email, but that guy looks like somebody I might want to talk to. This guy looks like somebody I might want to talk to. This person looks like somebody I want to talk to. This person looks like somebody I want to talk to. And I have an email and a LinkedIn phone number. So I'm definitely going to contact this one. So you see how quickly that is? Just about combining things. I don't have, that's a direct website, looks like. That is not bad at all. About me, I got a 404. But this is this person, right? Okay. So that's a heck of a list. I'm gonna hold on to that one and come back to it. Great. So that's a winner right there. And again, I used Octohunt, pull a different pipeline, pull the home pages. The only thing that it doesn't really do is pull their email, which we can get. Look, it even shows you available for hire. I should have captured that too. Nice. Okay. So that worked out. I want to also check out Kaggle, because I know you can find data scientists here. Let me see if I sign in, and possibly some data, some data-based whatchamacallit, conferences. Let me loop this real quick after the advertisement. I feel like I'm watching TV nowadays with all these advertisements on YouTube. Make this big so my other computer doesn't freeze. Time me out. Okay. Yeah, so Kaggle. So Kaggle is a place that you can go to find various data scientists, things like that. I'm going to take a dive into here. That is a profile. Let's see. So we got home. We got data sets. We got code. We got contact user, maybe followers. That's probably that one too. So let's see if this works. Okay, it seems to be pulling profiles, not a ton, but we don't need a ton. Let me see if there's anybody at all in New York or Toronto. New York, oh, not BY, NY or NYC. They show any identifiers. Or where else am I looking for? Delaware or New Jersey or Toronto. What else? What else? Okay, we got some people. Let me see if there's any big data. And so what I'm doing, instead of doing an advanced type of site search type of deal, is I'm using these keywords that I saw on somebody's home page to identify profiles. Because a lot of websites, they just have a slash person's name. And this is a little bit of a shortcut in order to pull more likely to be profile information. So let me see if this works, because I might be going too narrow. Okay, I got 14. All right. That's not too terribly bad. That's definitely worth looking people up. Let's see, let me see what this guy, that's a CTO. He's not in New York. I just want to open a new tab. He's in Singapore. He's in Poland. So more national, and so the whole deal with location is not really working. But let me just see if I can find some people in the US. Discussion expert. That might be something. Contributor. Still might be a list that I want to go through. PhD student. He's in Buffalo. I've seen him in a couple of places. Might work for us. I don't know. No, those are the GitHub profiles. So this is more of a national tool. Looks like Australia. That's probably why I don't use this too often. Databricks conference. That reminds me of something. If you are watching me live, hit throw something in the chat. Let me know who you are. because I don't always see who's watching with where I'm streaming right now. Data breaks is a technology used regularly in this space, in the data space, and they have a conference coming up. June 27th to 30th. I think I'm registered for this already. And again, here's the speaker list. Lots of CEOs. Browse all speakers. I don't look at all speakers. Let's just look up some of these folks, see if I can find any additional information on them. Hey, Tafiq. And look, profile information doesn't have a specific link or anything like that, but we could probably find this guy. Same for him. These are university folks. I know I'm going on a tangent here, but when this conference, if it's virtual and it's going live, I'll use this to network with people, especially if they're looking for jobs, especially if they're looking for architect jobs. Let's see, where else can I go? Oh, and I didn't explain, but what I was doing on Kaggle is using, what was it? I might have, that's right here. What I was using on Kaggle, this is site, look at this site, look at Kaggle.com, which is full of data scientists and things like that. And if I look on each person's profile, it'll have headings like home, data sets, code, followers, contact user. That's identifying that it's a profile. This stuff is identifying that it's profile. So sometimes we'll use like /in in LinkedIn to identify a profile. Here it's a little bit different because it's not, they don't have a specific syntax for profiles. So that's why I'm using more of a natural language search in this case. And I'm just looking for somebody who's worked with big data, Hadoop, Spark, Python. I put in Scala too. Scala or whatever they call it. And maybe I'll pull in more people. So yeah, that's 600 people. I don't think it's 600 people. I think it's overestimating. Google sometimes does that. Yeah, so I have 3 pages of this. So again, I can scrape this. Let me see if Instant Data Scraper does a pretty good job of it, because Instant Data Scraper is always hit or miss. Does this give me what I want? It gives me some of the stuff. Just give me the link. That gives me the link. Okay. So that would work if I wasn't anal retentive and wanted my own data, wanted data a certain way. So I always have a backup plan. Plus I like building stuff with data miner. There's Brits. I'm going to show you something in a minute too. Okay, first, last name, the profile URL. Looks like I need to build this out a little bit more. Thought I had the details too. Okay, well, I'll use Instant Data Scraper, even though there's some cleanup that needs to happen. I might have to reparse my data miner recipe. But this gets you the stuff. The main thing is that you get their name and you get their URL. And you can separate this out later. It's been a while since I've... Oh, I have data miner on. That's why it's pulling that up. Okay, so I want to locate next button. I want to locate the next button. I'm going to build in some pagination. Pagination today. That is the next button. Now, too many requests. Start crawling. Just automated myself again. Okay, I got 99 rows collected. Okay, that's probably all of them because there's 3 pages. What's this one? Now I just got to hurry up and wait. Okay, there we go. I got them. What's this? Okay, I got more. Mainly what I want is that URL and their names. And that's a mess. So I'm gonna put these guys over here. And I'm going to text to columns. Where's my text to columns? Way up at the top. No, nope, no, I want to do, yeah, I want to do delimited. I want to do, because I could tell that these ideas are separated by the big slash. So I want to do space, big splash, space. No, I just want to do the big splash apparently. Or the big slash. Other. We want to do the big slash. So it separates it out for you. This is your preview box. That works for me. Okay, I've got first and last names. I got what level they are, and I've got the source, which is Kaggle in this case. So what do I do with this? I take this back and I do more research. I go through here, I see if they're viable. I look them up on LinkedIn. I see if that's viable. But again, I've just pulled 2 pipelines in less than 30 minutes. Hey, Tafiq, if you want to send me another email and remind me, I'll take a look at it. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks. I've been training new people and my head's been pretty down. That's why I haven't been making very many videos. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And so let me move this over here. So you have to kind of be a data nerd and an Excel nerd in a lot of these cases to clean this up. That's what I learned. A friend of mine, Cindy Davis, told me that data integrity can be a highly important thing, and I agree with her. She's a grandmaster, so if you haven't been following Cindy Davis, definitely take a look at some of the stuff she's put out there. Okay, so I can save this, and I have 2 pipelines now. 2 pipelines that I guarantee you probably not a lot of people have touched. Now I want to save this as something. This is Kaggle. Now there's some work that I've got to do on this stuff as far as research goes, but I've got a list. And I know that they work with Hadoop and stuff too, and Python and Spark and stuff, because I can see that here. Okay, that's pretty helpful right there too. You've got some keywords to help do they have a, I wonder if they have location. That's where things can get kind of challenging because I don't see location information on here. But it is what it is. Can't complain. It's free, so I mean I can't complain. Okay, so I've got, that's list 2. I'm gonna put this somewhere. List 1, list 2, and list 3 will probably be coming with that conference. Let me make sure I put this in the right place. This PC, I want this PC. There we go. I'm making it an Excel sheet. I don't think it really matters, but okay, it appeared on my desktop. I can see that, so I close these out. So far, I've used GitHub, I've used Octohunt, I've used Instant Data Scraper, I've used Data Miner, I've used multiple URL opener, which is this extension here. And I've been to Kaggle, which is a website a lot of data scientists are on. I've gone to obviously GitHub, which is a repo area for engineers and coders. I've used the site search. I've used the site search to look directly in a website, and I've used the identifiers on a profile like home, datasets, code, followers to identify profiles in this search. So it's combining all these things together that we have to do when we recruit at scale. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want new names. I want new people. I've been to a speaker list. This is an upcoming event. Let me just go a little bit further down here. Databricks conference. And you can look for speakers. 2020. I saw 2021 too. Was that on Sketch? That'd be hilarious if that's on Sketch. So here's a list of speakers from 2021. Here's session speakers. That's a lot of session speakers for a conference. It's a lot of session speakers. Did I scrape this already? I don't know. Let's see. This might be my list 3. Okay, well, first thing you always want to try is instant data script. See what you get. And I get some stuff. I get enough to go on. Okay. So that ain't bad. So I'll put that there just in case. But let me click in this and see if there's any additional information. Let me click into a couple of these. I always look in here and see what's in there, because if for whatever reason there's bio information or there's social media links, that's more pieces to the puzzle as well. And what I can see is that doesn't look like there are social media links. So I don't have to go in and build a crawler if I want to. Now these people might. These are keynotes. Most keynotes want to be known. But yeah, so they have their blurb, they have what they're speaking on, their session information. But I don't see any social links. So let's see. I really want to see if anybody has a link. And that's the thing, is that a lot of these engineers and these speakers, they don't have social media links like we do. But this gives you a lot of information about what they're doing and other details about them. Let me see what that Databricks. Let me see what that looks like. There's always a problem. Okay. So again, speaker names, that's not all of them, is it? It's not all of them. I might have to go through and create something with data miner. But you get their speaker link, and I could actually build a crawler, or I know Brett does this with Web Scraper, but I could build a crawler with data miner, take all these URLs, build another page scraper to pull in the information on each bio. But I don't think I need to dig that deep, because these folks are probably going to be up on LinkedIn looking at their titles and what they're doing. But I want all of them because I'm greedy. And that is more than 20. My friends, that is more than 20. That is like probably 150. I want them all. Like Pokemon, I want them all. Yeah, that's definitely what I want. Where is it? Nope. Nope. I'm gonna do it. So the question is, how will we contact these folks? Because these sites don't give contacts. There's a couple of things you can do. You can go to LinkedIn, look them up, send them a message. You can use hosting tools like US Phonebook to look them up by putting in their name and their state and their city. Doesn't work for people outside the US though, unfortunately. I think Free People Search does that too, or White Pages. There's a couple of these. If you have access to tools like HireTool or Seekout, or Swordfish has a free trial, you can look up to, I think, 75 contacts or something like that. Seekout, HireTool, Swordfish, RocketReach. You can also just guess the emails if you know the domain, and sometimes they'll just be out there too. A lot of times people will put their resume on LinkedIn and people don't even realize because it's kind of hidden and embedded in their summary, or it's embedded in their LinkedIn profile. So first of all, look there. If not, use stuff like US Phone Book, use stuff like Free People Search. I've got a whole list of them here. Radarus is another one. U.com is basically like an aggregator for everything. So you can put them in there and see if you can find anything, social profile or whatnot. But not necessarily email. You don't have to have an email to reach out to somebody. If you have their Twitter profile, send them a Twitter message. If you have their Facebook profile, send them a Facebook message. Whatever you can find, basically. If all you can find is LinkedIn profile, send them a connection request. Now let's go back to the issue I had at hand. Good question, though. Because I have a call in about 10 minutes. I'm going to try to see if I can build something real quick. Oh, and I want the bottom one, so I'm going to focus on these. I want these folks. Man, like something that really bothers me about Data Miner now is that they have this pop-up thing where I literally lose my progress. I need to go advance. There goes, or there it disappears too. Okay, so I went to advanced and I pushed shift to select a square, and then you have to click these different classes and tags to pull in the right information. You see I have 362, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oops. Yeah, there's one to pop up. I don't know why it's doing that. That's his name, sure. Oh man, name, and column. Who are you? C. Click on C to highlight that. Details. And column. This is where it gets tricky. I want this to be a URL though. Shift, push shift for the advanced and C for the not advanced. I want a URL, buddy. Yeah, that's where it breaks. There might just not be anything there. Is it HTML maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. It is. It's A. Oh my gosh, it's A. So this is where some coding comes into play, because a lot of links are listed as A or href, href. So just playing around with data miner and coding enough, sometimes I just try A and it'll pull the link, and that's exactly what happened in this case. So now I can go build my crawler if I really want to. I would probably separate some of this stuff out because it looks like I have names and company names here, so you could probably get that out pretty easily. And the cool thing about this is usually they don't change the formula, so I could probably go do this for the other years as well. This is 2020, right? 2020 Databricks conference. Oh man, I'm almost out of time. Okay, let me see. I definitely want to save this. And I want to scrape this. Yeah, whatever. Check my connection. I've been getting errors at data miner lately. I've got too many data miners open. Okay, let me see if this works again. Nope, I want to highlight. I want to highlight. I want to highlight. I want to highlight. Okay, download. Hopefully that's good enough. So I've gotten Databricks list, I've gotten a GitHub list, I've gotten what other list? A Kaggle list. Look at all these speakers. That's fantastic. I'm all up in data. And again, I could text to columns this real quick. Let me do that. Good old Excel tricks. Text to columns. I want to do delimited. I want to do a comma. You can also just put in a comma here. Oh shoot. Okay. I know what I did. It might be best to do it this way. Okay, so I've got more stuff here, and so it's not perfect, but I've got it split out better here than it did, and I got over 300 people. Cool, good. Well, I'm gonna go research all this because I have my list for next week, and yeah. So if you have access to stuff like Hire Easy or Seek Out, or some of these data enrichment technologies, you can plug these lists into there. But I would suggest finding their LinkedIn profiles first, because a lot of these tools pull information from either GitHub or LinkedIn. So that GitHub list that I pulled, that might be effective. But what I found is that has the most success with those tools is if you have the LinkedIn profile, because that's where they pull most of the information from, or they compile it from a LinkedIn profile. So yeah, I pulled 3 lists just now through some different searches, through some different tools. And so I'm good to go. Lots to look through, lots of work to do next week. But you know, if it helps people, that's what we're all about. So, and hey, if you are a sourcer or recruiter looking for work, we are hiring. I know we have full cycle recruiter positions all over our bank, but if we might have some more sourcing positions coming up as well. So hit me up if you are open. Unfortunately, you have to be a U.S. candidate or a U.S. resident or a Canadian resident. That's just where we hire and what we're hiring for right now. If I hear of anything else, I'll let you guys know too. But thanks for stopping in and checking this out and watching me live stream and figure some things out for my day job at my day job, LiveStream. So thanks a lot. See you on the next one.